Good morning, grade 5. Today we are going to begin with the term 2 science lessons and it's going to be a very, very interesting topic, and the topic which you all are familiar in the sense which everyone goes through every day. That means, what do we do? What are the activities in a day? You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you have your breakfast, and then you go to your school, and then you come back, and then you have your lunch, and then evening you have your snacks, and then night you have your dinner. So, what are the important things apart from the activities? What is that you're doing to keep maintain your body and keep yourself active? Your food, right? So something very interesting about the food we're going to learn today, and what happens if any important nutrient is missing in your meal. That means, if you're eating, if you're thinking that you're eating some healthy food, that is not actually your healthy food. You should actually be looking forward to make your food very, very healthy. And if you don't eat healthy food which is rich in vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients, what are the diseases that you might get? So it is only the food deficiency that brings lot of um, problems in people. So let's look into this deficiency diseases, lesson number 1. So this is lesson number 1, part A we are doing today. So you will be learning this lesson in 2 parts. So in the first part, let's begin to read from page number 119. So to remain healthy and strong, we should eat the right kind of food. This food should contain all the materials needed by our body for proper growth. The materials needed by the body for healthy growth are called nutrients. So what are the material needed for the healthy growth of the body called? Nutrients. So what is the spelling of nutrients? Nutrients. Okay. So nutrients. So what are these nutrients? Let's read. However, all food products do not contain same nutrients. Not are they consumed in right proportions. The different foods may be rich in one kind of nutrient but poor in others. The essential nutrients for us are the following. What are the essential nutrients? Essential means what is important, what are required for the body. So under the essential nutrients, we have 5 varieties. What are they? Carbohydrates, proteins, you have to repeat, vitamins, minerals, and fats. Let's repeat, and you have to repeat after me. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. In addition to the above nutrients, our food should also contain water and roughage. So let's write them on the board. What is the first one? Carbohydrates. Next is proteins and fats, vitamins, minerals. Apart from these, what else we required for the body? We required sufficient amount of water and roughage. So you must be wondering, what is this roughage? So as we are going ahead in the lesson, you will understand what is roughage. So what are the important essential nutrients that we require for the body? Read from the board. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. What are the extra things you require? Water and roughage. Very good. So now let's read the paragraph which is given a side heading as balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? Balance means you know the meaning of the balance. So balanced diet means the diet that will have all the equal amounts of all these components is called as the balanced diet. What is it? The Required proportions only. You should not eat more of carbohydrate, you should not eat more of protein, more of fat, more of vitamin, and more of minerals. The food should be balanced with the components of all these. And what is that kind of diet called? Balanced diet. Why are we calling it as balanced diet? Because it has the required amount of the essential nutrients. So let's read how much it is required for each person. Our diet generally contains all the nutrients in different amounts. A diet which contains all the nutrients needed by the body in right proportions is called balanced diet. Thus, a balanced diet should contain right proportions of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage. So, a balanced diet will have the right proportions of all these amounts. The different types of food may be grouped as shown below. Can you see the picture, figure 1.1? What are the different groups of food you have here? You have the milk products, cereals, meat, fruits and vegetables. In this picture, milk products, cereals, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So how is it different? For example, a balanced diet for children 10 to 12 years age group should contain the following. What it should contain? Let's see. About 40 grams of milk, cheese, dal, fish or meat in a day, not more than that. Fats about 40 grams. Carbohydrates about 300 to 400 grams. That means cereals, potatoes, sugar. The following table given an idea of the amount of different foods that children of various age groups should eat every day. Can you look at this chart, which is having the age group and the food recommended? This is the age group and this is the food recommended. So even for the adults, like those who are old people also, there will be a count. For young growing children, there will be a count. For the middle-aged people, there will be a count of food. But here, what is the table telling us? We are learning about how much it is required for the 7 to 9-year-old and 10 to 12-year-old. Okay. So you will have to make this table on a chart paper. I want everybody to draw this as an activity 1 in the term 1 in the list lesson number 1. Without fail, you have to copy down the values and you have to learn this table. So what is it required? What are the headings given in the table? Vegetarian, non-vegetarian of 7 to 9 years and vegetarian, non-vegetarian of 10 to 12 years. How much they should eat? Here cereals, pulses, green leafy vegetables, other vegetables, fruits, milk, fats and oils, meat, fish and eggs. You have to repeat after me. Cereals, pulses, green leafy vegetables, other vegetables, fruits, milk, fats and oils, meat, fish and eggs, sugar and jaggery. So these are the food items, the essential nutrients that are required for the body, and how much it is required by a 7 to 9-year-old child, how much it is required by a 10 to 12-year-old child. It is all given in the table and you have to make a table of this on a chart paper. Now, compare this chart with your own food intake. So how old are you? As a grade 5 child, how old are you? You will be around 10 years old, right? So what you have to do, you will be between 10 to 12 years. So you have to check your calorie intake based on that. So compare this chart with your own food intake. Find out whether you consume a balanced diet or not. If you find your own diet, you are eating more of cereals, then you have to check your measure. If you are eating more of fats and oils, then you have to check on it. We have to eat balanced diet and we should not eat extra food which is harming our body. The food, if you eat it in the proper amounts, it will do favor to your body. It will support the body and it will keep your body very healthy and strong. If you do your, if you take extra food to your body, then it will harm your body. So what are the functions of these nutrients? When you're taking the nutrients, what are the functions? Let's see the functions of the nutrients. Nutrients found in different foods have different functions. The functions of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water are as follows. So let's see the functions of the nutrients. The first one is the carbohydrates. What is the first one? Carbohydrates. So here we will write the functions of the carbohydrates. Let's read the paragraph, how it is going to benefit our body. Carbohydrates are the major source of energy. They provide energy to the body to do work and to play. They also act as constituents of cell membranes. The main source of carbohydrates are the following. So what are the food items now? Let's see. Wheat, rice, sugar, cereal, potatoes, fruit, etc. Milk also contains sugar called lactose. So this carbohydrate is the major source of energy. Anytime if you're not having energy, you eat carbohydrates, you will get the energy required for the carbohydrates. So they provide energy to the body to do work and to play. You sometimes you play so much and you will not feel playing anymore. That means your energy is over. The food that you have taken has given you some energy and you played, you utilize that energy. Now you don't have energy to play. Sometimes you say, I don't have energy to play, I cannot play anymore. That means the food that is there, that eaten by you, it has given sufficient amount of energy and you have utilized that energy already. So now if you want more energy, you have to eat food again. That is why we take food at regular intervals. Morning we eat, afternoon we eat little bit, evening also we eat little bit of carbohydrate. Why do we eat this food? Because we have work to do. In the morning we have to work. You will go to school, you have to do your activities, you have to write down, you have to listen to your teacher, and then you come back, you have to play. So for all this you need energy, right? So for that, you require carbohydrates. So what are carbohydrates now? Energy giving foods. What are carbohydrates? Energy giving food. You should remember it very strongly. Now, next is the protein. What is it? Proteins, proteins. What are proteins basically? Let's read from the paragraph. Proteins help in body building and growth. They also repair damaged tissues. The main sources of proteins are the following. So what are the main sources of proteins? Let's read. Pulses, milk, cheese, eggs, fish, meat, soya beans, nuts, etc. Milk protein is the best source of protein for the children. That is why your mother will always ask you, don't skip drinking milk, because you're a growing child. You need that protein for your growth. So don't skip your milk. You all have to drink milk every day. And other than that, what is the protein doing to your body? The protein is very important to repair the damaged tissues and also for the growth of muscles and also for the repair of muscles. What for protein is useful? For the growth of muscles and also for the repair of the muscles. And pulses, milk, cheese, eggs, fish, meat, soya beans, nuts, all these are very rich sources of proteins. So now the next item is, turn the page, you have fats as your food. So what is the source and what does it give? Let's read. The fats are also provide energy to the body. They provide almost double energy than proteins and carbohydrates of the same quantity. For example, you take 10 grams of carbohydrates, 10 grams of protein, but 10 grams of fat will give you more energy than the carbohydrate and the protein. You'll feel very, very solid and lot of energy is with you. So fats can be stored in the body for further use. So if you eat lot of ghee, if you eat lot of oily foods, what happens? The fat will get stored in your body. So sometimes few people become very fat because they eat lot of sweets, lot of fat food, right? So why are they becoming fat? Because the fat will get deposited in the body. So they become very fat because of the fats only. They get stored in the body. So they build up the body. So we obtain fats from the foods such as butter, ghee, cheese, milk, egg yolk, meat, nuts, cooking oil. So these are all the sources of the fats. So you should remember the food items and you have to eat them every day. As you all are growing children, every food item is very, very important for you. So these fats are also energy giving foods, but they give you super energy. That means the double the energy of what carbohydrates give, double the energy of what benefit the proteins give you. Okay, so we have learned about the three essential nutrients, that is carbohydrates, which is the source of energy, proteins, which helps in growth and repair of the muscles, and fats will again give you the double the energy that is given by carbohydrate and protein. Now let's read the other nutrient, that is the vitamins. What are vitamins? When you go to the doctor will say, this boy has deficiency of vitamins. This girl has vitamin deficiency. That is why she has this problem. Okay. So what is that vitamin? You don't see that vitamin. Can you see the vitamin? No. But where is this vitamin lying? This vitamin is